So I actually help him to reduce his stress and teach him some technique and also take some herbs that helps to reduce his stress and the need to be perfection, right? Believe it or not, there are herbs for that. And he improved tremendously after that. So I knew there was a hidden stress component behind it, which was not revealed, externally, because he seems to be so calm, so quiet and so quiet, So that is one example.
I'm going to invite everyone to see the positive outcomes that are possible rather than looking at emotions as a problem. I would like everyone to see emotions as a gift. I don't think nature is cruel in giving us emotion. I think nature is extremely generous in giving us all the emotion. Unfortunately, what has happened is that not only do we not understand what our emotions do, but we tend to see them only in a negative way. Ultimately, I would like all of us to be able to see emotions as a gift and learn what we can do to make them more of a gift, make them more of a blessing than a curse.
So you translate all these very fine concepts into very practical things that people can do, right?
How is it possible for them to reframe their experience and come out of it as a thriver, not just as a survivor?
Actually very enjoy doing it because I think our planet Earth don't need us to save. Actually, it's just ourselves and our next generation need to save. Because the planet Earth, without us, they can still survive. It's just us. So that's why I want to keep sharing on social media since like 2014.
I have to make a confession here. I really hate that vegetarian food back then when I was 25 years old. There's no way I would sacrifice a meal for a vegetarian diet, which back then I felt it doesn't make sense at all, for any reasons. So I got into a very serious health crisis that got me into very serious situation. And interestingly, none of the solution worked, any method that I tried, except when I chanced upon a friend who passed a book about vegetarian diet. When you're caught in that situation where nothing works, right, you have to try it. And within the first week, I can see miracle happening to my body. So that's where I started to open up my mind, towards this diet. We shall discuss more, but at this point of time, I feel this is definitely the future. I mean, the world, the whole entire planet is going through a shift, right? In the financial world, they have DeFi, blockchain, DeFi, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. In the automobile, you have electric cars, everything is shifting. So the whole entire dietary system is also shifting. I think the world is waking up. I can't imagine my ancestors used to be eating meat. I mean, right now, you look at it, it doesn't make much sense. But fast forward, I can see my daughters and her generations, this is going to make a lot of sense. From a sustainability standpoint, from any standpoint, this is just ridiculous. The amount of work behind that a piece of protein that we can now achieve through a plant-based protein is just doesn't make any sense now going forward. So very, very true. Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
Whether you're a meat eater, whether you're vegan, whether you're a vegetarian, you have to eat, right? And this comes from the land, right? And most importantly, I think the food that we eat has to be grown sustainably and has to be grown responsibly. Right? I think that's the main thing that we try to advocate for, is that when we go out to eat, we can choose a haze-free eatery, for example. Eatery that chooses sustainable palm oil has an ingredient to use in their cooking.
I felt that I always wanted to do my part and wanted to adopt this more conscious lifestyle. And it wasn't easy for me to follow through. And I discovered in talking to my friends, colleagues at work, people in my surroundings, everybody felt a little bit the same way. I was really thinking to myself, climate change is something that's so present and we need to act fast. So what can I do in my capacity to make the sustainable living, especially here in Singapore, more accessible and more fun and more rewarding? And ultimately, this led to create Susgain, which is a free public rewards app. You can basically earn points, cashback, charity donations, entries for taking green actions, for supporting local eco-conscious businesses. For example, there's a lot of rewards programs out there. They really work, and people are very, really into catching, for example, earning points, like catching Pokemons. And so basically we looked into how can we integrate as many of the feel-good factors into the Saskin app.
Oh, I've got a few stories. I'm on my fourth chance at life, so I'm a very fortunate guy. So many get one chance, then to be given a fourth is just,
that's impressive.
And I practiced everything I've been learning, the Shaolin Kung Fu, breathing exercises, the minding, the body bending, the mind research. Suddenly, I didn't need most of my pain meds after post-op. Suddenly, the psychologist who hadn't taken the time to see me yet, but I was sick. I had cancer, a major tumor. It spread to 3 other locations. Statistically, I found out later, like I had a 1% for 5 years to be here. Because in 5 years from now, I'm 100% or I'm a 0. So I'm going to focus on the 100%. Basic of resiliency, and it ties into green is, do you have the problem or does the problem have you? If you have the problem, you have hope. You have goals, you have a plan of action, you're taking action, and you're inviting others smarter than you to help lift everybody up to help solve and resolve.